Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my Blu-ray haul for the month of May 2022 because with a new month comes new movies. We're about to put May behind us and move into June, and I picked up some great movies this month. So let's get started. Welcome once again. My name is Austin, and this channel is all about helping you to dig deeper and go further to better understand faith and film and everything that's in between. If that sounds exciting to you, make sure you click the subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on any future content. First, let's kick things off with some TV shows. I got some catch-up as well as a new series that I started collecting in this past month. I went to my favorite movie store, which is Huber Music and Video in Huber Heights, Ohio, and just splurged there on a whole bunch of stuff that I had kind of saved up for and made a special trip for. So first, I picked up the Attack on Titan Season 4, which is the final season, Part 1. So Part 2 just finished kind of airing, and so Part 2 will eventually be coming out for this one, and then eventually Part 3 as well. So I thoroughly enjoy and love this anime. I've been collecting it over the past few months or so, kind of one season per month, and got this one for a cheaper deal than I would have brand new at a store. Came with a slipcover as well, so really excited to have that in the collection as it's one of my favorite animes and a great TV show. So another great animated TV show that I finally started collecting is Rick and Morty. This is a show that I really get a lot out of. For as kind of stupid as it sets itself up to be, it's so much smarter than you would think it's going to be, and really dives into a lot to do with humanity, the human condition, all that kind of stuff. It's really serious while at the same time really just ridiculous and hilarious. So a great combination of lots of things that just makes you have fun and really makes you think at the same time. So not a lot of shows these days do something like that, especially within the adult animation circle. So I really enjoy this show. I'll just need to pick up the 5th season because this is seasons 1 through 4. So got that one for another good deal at the Huber Music and Video store. Next, I do have some birthday pickups sprinkled in here that some family members got for me for my birthday. First, my brother and sister-in-law got me Con Air on Blu-ray. I've been kind of going through a Nicolas Cage renaissance, and so to speak, of catching up on a lot of his movies that I hadn't seen before this past year. And so Con Air is one that I watched at least a few months ago, if not a little more, and just thoroughly enjoyed, had so much fun with. I love 90s Nick Cage. It's so much fun. I can't wait to see The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent when that comes out on Blu-ray, just because it's hard for me to get to the theater right now having a baby. But I thoroughly enjoy this movie. Really excited to give it another watch. Maybe this time show my wife to it because I think she would like it as well. She tends to like action heist type movies, and that definitely falls in that category. Next, we have End of Watch. This is one that I haven't seen. I got this at the Huber Music and Video store. It was only $4. I've heard excellent things about it. It was mentioned a couple of times recently on at least one of the movie podcasts that I listened to, and I was like, okay, I got to get this one. So if I see it at that store for a good deal, I'll snag it. $4, you can't beat it. Have not had a chance to watch this one yet, but really looking forward to. I'm going to see if my wife might want to watch this one with me as well. But I've heard it's a fantastic movie, and I'm definitely looking forward to checking it out. Next, we have another 90s Nick Cage classic, and that is The Rock. This is a Michael Bay movie I had never seen before, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It might be my favorite. It probably is my favorite Michael Bay movie now, so I definitely need to watch some of his older stuff because I had only really seen the Transformers stuff up until somewhat more recently. So really enjoyed this one. It's a great one. Both Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage have great on-screen chemistry together. I think they do a lot of great stuff on screen. And then we also get a good villain performance from Ed Harris. Obviously, this movie is 90s to the absolute max, which is great. And it just is just a really fun, enjoyable watch with some ridiculous action along the way and just stuff you would only see in a 90s action movie. Next, we have a new foreign film that I picked up for my collection. This is one I had not seen before. I have watched it since picking it up and really had a great time with it, and I'm glad I went with the blind buy on it, and that is for Spirit Walker. Now, actually, after watching this, I saw that they're getting ready to do an American remake for it, so we'll see how that goes, but I'd never get the point of an American remake for a movie that's already in itself great. But, you know, I'm open-minded, so we'll see how it turns out. But this is a really interesting one. It caught me based on the hook alone. And basically the hook for this one is a man wakes up having lost his memory and after that starts switching bodies every 12 hours. His consciousness switches into a different body. And there's these mysterious people trying to catch him and capture him. And so he has to kind of fight his way out. And there's a lot of mystery and twists and turns along the way. I had a great time with this one. I thought it was really fun. There's good action, a good variety of action too. You get hand-to-hand combat, you get gunplay, there's a good car chasing here. Really great variety of stuff that I really enjoyed. So if you've not seen this one, I definitely recommend giving it a watch. I definitely benefited from the blind buy on it and really enjoyed it and would recommend it. Next, we have another pickup from the Huber Music and Video Store, and that is King Richard on Blu-ray. This is one of my favorite movies from last year. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It came with a slipcover too, which is really cool. Didn't expect that. Got this one for a good deal at the Huber Music and Video. I think it was like $8 or something like that, but just a really great, feel-good, awesome sports movie. Will Smith gives a fantastic performance. The girls in this one are great too. I don't remember their names off the top of my head, but just a really inspiring, really great story that just has so much heart to it, and one that I really, really loved and can't wait to revisit and introduce more people to who maybe didn't have a chance to catch it last year. Next, we have my horror movie pickup for this month, and this is another one that my brother and my sister-in-law got for me for my birthday, and that is Trick or Treat. This is one that I watched last year on Halloween. I think I actually did a reaction to it, of watching it for the first time on the channel, and I liked it, but I do want to give it another watch because I kind of expected a little bit different of it than what it actually turned out to be. If you want more of my in-depth thoughts on it, go ahead and watch that video. I think it was a good one. And so I did enjoy this movie. I wanted to rewatch it enough that I wanted it added to my collection because it's definitely more unique of a horror movie. And we don't have too many Halloween-themed horror movies out there. So the ones that we do get, I do want to check out. And I did enjoy this one. I do want to give it another watch, though, to kind of see if I like it better upon revisiting, now knowing what it is. Next, I'll show both of these together. I got Madagascar 2 and Madagascar 3. These are ones that I really enjoyed when I was a kid growing up. Fun animated movies. Anything that's not Disney, I tend to add to my collection, even though I think Disney owns a good bit of DreamWorks, if not all of it now, and has a lot of their movies streaming on Disney+. But anything that's not Disney that I really enjoy, animated-wise, I try to add to my collection because, especially now having a son, I'm going to be introducing him to movies that I enjoyed watching growing up, and we're going to start with a lot of animated movies. So I really enjoyed both of these movies. Don't remember too much from the third one because it was more after I'd grown up some more, but I love the first one. I remember liking the second one a lot, and I do remember liking the third one. So I don't have the first one in my collection. They weren't selling it at the Huber Music and Video Store, so I'll have to get it some other time down the road. But at least for now, got 2 and 3 in the collection. I think they were like $3 or $4 each, so totally worth it. Next pickup for this month, second to last, is a Christmas movie. Now, last year, I got pretty much all of the Christmas specials that I wanted for my collection, minus one. So I got the Charlie Brown Holiday Collection, and then I got the Rankin Bass Holiday Collection as well. But for some reason, what's missing from that one is The Year Without a Santa Claus. But we watched this one a good bit growing up too. This is the one that has the Miser Brothers in it. My dad always enjoyed the Miser Brothers in this one, so we always had fun with this, watching it as a family growing up. But for some reason, even though this is Rankin Bass, it's not in the Rankin Bass Holiday Collection. So I wanted to add it to the collection, but it was like $15. I think it might have been more than that on Amazon. I didn't want to spend that kind of money, but they had it in pristine condition at the Huber Music and Video Store for, I think, $8 or $9, maybe even $10. But I was like, for the condition it's in, for less than what they're asking for on Amazon, absolutely worth picking it up for the collection. So now I have, I think, everything holiday special wise, specifically Christmas special wise, that I want in my collection to be able to enjoy and can maintain those family traditions from growing up. Final pickup for this month, one that I just got today as of recording this video, The Batman. The Batman just came out on home release, so it's I picked up the 4K. I did get the Walmart exclusive special edition of it, so I'm not showing the whole thing here, but this is what came on the inside of it. But it came with a really cool display box that I totally think was worth the extra money and really enjoyed displaying on my shelf already. So if you want to see a bit of a more in-depth look at this release and specifically the Walmart exclusive edition of it, check a few days ago on my channel where I posted an unboxing video for it. I think you'll enjoy it if you liked this movie, and I cannot wait to check this one out again. My wife is interested in seeing it as well, so I'll get her thoughts on it. And so lots of movies this month that my wife will be hopefully watching with me as well. So pretty big month for movies. I think definitely more than I tend to get on an average month. I'm trying to kind of cut back a little bit going forward because there's some bigger things that I want to save for long term for my movie room. So I'm going to be doing that, and I might be cutting back on some Blu-ray pickups, but I'll still be putting out Blu-ray hauls each month, so don't worry, those aren't going anywhere. So thank you for sticking around to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed my haul, and if you haven't already, duck away and check out my unboxing video for the Batman, also on the channel this week. Double videos for you. I'll see you in the next one.